Yo, what is going on guys? Welcome back to another GTA 5 video. So as I'm sure all of you guys are aware, Rockstar Games will be releasing more police content to do with the Money Fronts DLC, which was released last Tuesday. Whilst we received 3 brand new businesses and a bunch of new vehicles, a lot of the community was shocked to see that Rockstar Games, for the first time in the past 4 DLCs, only released 1 police vehicle, which of course also unlocked a brand new police outfit. Now, thanks to some of the most credible data miners in the GTA 5 community, we do know that Rockstar Games are planning to drip feed these outfits alongside a lot more of the content that was cut from the COPS N CROOKS DLC back in 2020. Now, it looks like there was one massive feature that was included with this COPS N CROOKS DLC that, according to data miners, will now be making its way into GTA 5 Online now that they've added the Money Fronts DLC into the game. So in today's video, we are going to be fully breaking down these leaks, taking a look at this brand new feature that we could see Rockstar Games adding in very soon, considering we do know there is another 9 police outfits that were added with the Agents of Sabotage DLC, which of course wasn't the most recent DLC but was released back in December last year. Now, when you guys hear about this new feature, it probably will make sense why Rockstar Games haven't released the police outfits into the game, as it would make sense to coincide this with the brand new outfits. So as always, if you guys do want to enjoy the video and you do appreciate me keeping you up to date with all of the latest GTA 5 news, all I ask is you do return the favor by dropping a like down below, and if you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. With that being said, let's get into the video. Okay, so I know a lot of you guys are going to be most annoyed when you find out about this feature that would have been included with the COPS N CROOKS DLC, seeing as we have yet to receive the police outfits. Now, some of you guys might be aware that I've already made a few videos talking about a bunch of different leaks, whether these have included unreleased weapons, police outfits, different free mode events, and of course the unreleased police vehicles. Now, there was one thing that I mentioned briefly in a previous video that we didn't have too much information on, and that was known as the COPS N CROOKS tokens. So as you guys can see on screen by the game files found by the data miners in the COPS N CROOKS DLC, you can see at the top it reads player's current rank in GTA Online Classic, which would be your bog standard character rank in free roam. However, underneath it, as you guys can see on screen, they had something known as the player's current CNC progression rank. So by playing as a police officer, completing missions, free mode events, you would have been able to rank up your character as a police officer. As you guys can see by the game files also reading, there was an ability to increase the amount of CNC tokens and at the same time decrease the amount of CNC tokens, as well as being able to buy a CNC XP boost. And the ability of buying this COPS N CROOKS XP boost would have been available over at the COPS N CROOKS shop, which you would have also been able to buy COPS N CROOKS tokens, which is clear to see with more game files that were found. As you guys can see on screen, there was game files reading item bought / unlocked in the CNC shop. And most interestingly, underneath it in the second line of coding, we've got item types. Now, the different types of items you guys would have been able to buy from this CNC shop would include police outfits or just general outfits, tattoos, weapons, and even a mod kit for your vehicles. So that is quite a few different categories of items, like I said, that would have been available at the COPS N CROOKS shop. When I said to you guys at the start of the video, this would have been the biggest DLC update in GTA 5 Online. As you guys can see on screen, just from the subcategories in the shop, we don't really ever see Rockstar Games doing stuff like this ever since the Arena Wars update. Now, we do know there is tons of different police outfits and crook outfits that were included in the game files. However, if you guys have been living under a rock, here is just 8 different outfits that Rockstar Games will be including with the first rollout of police outfits. And like I said, we do know due to game files that there was even more outfits than this that were police themed, including a park ranger outfit and a few more. However, we're not going to be talking about all of the unreleased outfits in this video because, like I said, there is a bunch of abilities that would have been available to us at this shop which we don't have any idea what they would have looked like. However, we do have an idea, and I have made a video going into full detail about a bunch of unreleased police weapons, which did include a stun baton, BZ gas, and even rubber bullets for one of your gun. So assuming one of the missions or a few of the missions would be to not kill the target but restrain them, maybe using the rubber bullets would have been a better option, as you could have just shot them a few times, made them fall over rather than killing them. So you then would be able to go ahead and commit the arrest, as we do know arresting players was an ability feature that Rockstar Games also had available with this COPS N CROOKS DLC. Now, underneath the item types, we've also got the item rank, which will show the progression rank this item belongs to. So as I'm sure a lot of you guys are aware, whether this is contact missions or even certain weapons in the game, you do have to reach a certain rank by earning RP in the game. I believe you have to be like level 120 to unlock the RPG from ammunition. So Rockstar Games would have had a very similar setup here, as you couldn't just start off as a police officer and go ahead and buy all of the best weapons, vehicles and outfits, as certain items would only be unlocked as you did progress your CNC rank. Underneath the item rank, we also have an item role. So the role which reads role this item is relevant for. So for example, as I spoke about earlier, different weapons or different features that would have been unlocked from the shop could be probably used in different roles, hence the reason I said the rubber bullets to go ahead and restrain a target rather than kill them. Or for example, if you're going to go ahead and purchase a police mod kit, this is going to be dedicated for a specific type of vehicle. Underneath the item role, we've got something known as the progression rank, which is something we just spoke about earlier. We've also got something known as token spend, which is standard coding for, like I said, making a transaction in GTA 5. And just like the token balance, we've also got money spent. So the money spent to buy the item will also be an option. And for you guys that are familiar with other Rockstar games, you would know that in Red Dead Redemption 2, you can get something known as capitale, which refers to a special in-game currency which was introduced with the Blood Money DLC. And essentially, it's a form of dirty money earned by completing criminal missions. So this is nothing new to Rockstar Games. They obviously was tinkering with the idea with the COPS N CROOKS DLC back in 2020, and then later fine-tuned it for Red Dead Redemption 2, as this is something we can all agree on, that Rockstar Games will definitely have a hyper-inflated economy with GTA 6. So these CNC tokens would have worked exactly how they do in Red Dead Redemption 2, a separate in-game currency, somewhat of a police wage currency that you guys could only specifically use on police related items. And like we all know by now, with Rockstar Games adding a bunch of police outfits with the Agents of Sabotage DLC, do you guys think it would be a good idea for Rockstar Games to reintroduce this CNC shop that they originally built, and it's already in the game files? Not only will this allow players to go ahead, like I said, and purchase a bunch of the police items in the game, but it won't interfere with players that aren't really interested in being a police officer or doing any of the dispatch missions, and maybe even introducing a new bounty hunting target reward system in free mode. And like I said, I'm very interested to hear from you guys on this one down low in the comment section. I know a lot of you guys are going to be very annoyed to hear that there would have been a COPS N CROOKS shop in the game that would have allowed us to purchase a bunch of weapons, mod kits, and even exclusive outfits. And if you guys would like to keep up to date with all of the latest GTA 5 and GTA 6 news before I post my videos, then do be sure to go ahead and join my Discord server, which will be linked in the pinned comment underneath this video. Nonetheless, that is going to do it for me, guys. As always, if you do appreciate me keeping up to date with all of the latest GTA 5 news, all I ask is you do return the favor by dropping a like down below. And if you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on, as I do post daily GTA 5 videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.